Dirk Hartog Island, in the heart of the Shark Bay World Heritage Area off Western Australia's remote mid-west coast. 400 years ago, this was a wild and uncharted place, abundant with wildlife. It was here in October 1616 that Dutch explorer Dirk Hartog and his crew became the first known Europeans to set foot on Western Australian soil. Over time, visitors to the island introduced sheep, goats, cats and weeds, leading to the loss of 10 of the 13 mammal species known to have existed there. In 2009, the Western Australian Government created Dirk Hartog Island National Park. With a plan to reintroduce a dozen native mammal species and one bird species, the Department of Parks and Wildlife embarked on an ambitious restoration project, Return to 1616, funded by an offset from the Gorgon Gas project. The re-establishment of species like chuditch, woylies and booties would not be possible without the complete removal of feral mammals. At 63,000 hectares, it would be the largest island in the world to have either goats or cats completely eradicated.
The type of country this area is very conducive to goats. Their numbers built up over the years, and unfortunately we got to the stage where when we came in 2007, we've in the 9 years to now, we've eliminated over 10,000 animals, 10,000 goats. They'll eat just about everything. So in a very fragile island environment like this, when you've got herbivores, you've got the hooves kicking up the annual grass and disturbing the soil, and you've also got them eating all the vegetation. So it takes out not only the low-lying vegetation, but it takes out the leaf litter on the ground, and the leaf litter is the building blocks for a lot of the biodiversity that you find in these islands. From the air, you get a whole different perspective than on the ground, and with goat numbers diminished now to almost zero, from the air it looks spectacular, absolutely sensational. Within a year or two, the vegetation as a whole has bounced back, but the best part about it is you get down on your hands and knees on the ground and you can see the little recruitments, all the small little native vegetation, plants that we haven't seen for a number of years.
Before introducing native mammals back onto the island, feral cats must be completely eliminated with the help of a fence to divide the island into two sectors and using 1080 baits and trapping.
The 1080 story is quite interesting in that Western Australian fauna have evolved a very high tolerance to the compound, whereas introduced fauna, such as feral cats, are quite sensitive to it. So it allows us to put baits out to target feral cats quite safely without presenting any hazard to the native wildlife. So at this stage we are looking like we have got 0 cats south of the fence, and the dog team are sort of suggesting they've found no fresh sign either in their current survey. We're looking to have a period of 2 years with nil detections of cats that will then give us sufficient confidence to say to the next team that there are no cats on the island, and it's then a good time to start bringing the native wildlife back onto the island.
Dirk Hartog Island's story is still unfolding. Soon it will be a safe haven for some of the country's most threatened species, cementing its place in Australia's heritage, cultural and environmental history and future.